Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj. Welcome back to Reforged Eden. I am around a B-type star at the moment. We've picked up the dead missions now, and it's asking us to build various subspace antennas at 3 different stars. Now I've placed these things at 2 of the stars. This will be the 3rd and final star that I place a subspace antenna on. We're actually over here by this small little cluster of stars that I sort of pointed out last time. So we've been to, well, first antenna I put on Doggo Fang over there, or Dago Fang. Belarion was the second one, and Elganara Alpha here now will be our last. We'll see what this one brings. But very simply, we just need a little base starter with an antenna block on it and somewhere to power it, and that is it. So, to that effect, I have a base starter block, I have a solar capacitor, some solar panels, some decor to go around it, and some blocks to keep it all together. Excuse me, shut a door, I just want to go outside, please. So, very simply, turn away from the sun, that'll do, I think. That's good enough, yep. And then we slap solar capacitor on there. Antenna pointing out into space. A couple of cylinder blocks for some supports. Solar panels for power. This is the great thing, is absolutely you can do it any way you want. The game tells you, well, the mission tells you you need these things. I'm choosing to add to that a little bit more for my own kind of, you know, OCD-ness about building stuff, I guess. So I'm going to add a little couple of supports here, so it looks like these solar panels can rotate and stuff. I've already configured a blinky light to go on the end. I put a nice little control panel on the top here for access. And this final block, just like that, and then we power it on. Let me just disconnect from this box first. There we go. Power that on. Subspace antenna is ready for operation. Please stand by. I love this. This mission is so cool. It actually integrates with stuff that you build. This is really cool. Initiate subspace scan. I can't remember what the number is. I think it's that one. Let's go for it. Number 2, scanning. Signal match detected. Strength 3.2. Western is being held at a secure facility in a scan complete. This is not the one we're looking for. Okay, let's try the top one then. I'm pretty sure it started with 4. Maybe it changes every time. I'm not sure. Signal match detected. Scan complete. This matches the frequency you're looking for. Okay, download data to PDA. Let's get back in the ship quickly. Triangulation complete. Your computer has triangulated the origin of the subspace signal. The signal is coming from a planet known as Maveth in the Ares Zeta system. Land on this planet. You can search for the planet name in the galaxy map. Find Maveth. Okay. Sector. Search. Maveth. Maveth. There we go. Show on map. Ares Zeta. Holy crap. Alright. Ares Zeta. Let's copy that. What the hell? Coordinates. 5 million by 5 million by 5 million. That's crazy. 4 gas giants. Okay. Let's search for Ares Zeta. Sure, show on map. I want to show it on the galaxy map. Here we go, there it is. Where the hell is that in relation to everything? Oh boy. Oh. Okay. It's in the center of the galaxy. I am all the way over there. It's... Okay. Good. Good. Okay, well, we can waypoint it, and maybe we can come back to that at some point in the series. Right now, I am not in a position to go any further on that one. Okay, there's a nice green type sun. Again, they're all sort of green type suns. Let's waypoint that as a target. Ares Seti. Okay, fine. Cool. That's done. Now, I was looking for somewhere to set down and set up a little base. Around this planet, we've got a barren planet, a black desert, and a lava. A barren metal. Barren metals are always good. They always got a lot of resources in them, like the Erestrum and Zirconium. So that's good. You've got Neo on you. You've got Zirconium, Sathium, Iron, Silicon on you, Magnesium. This guy's got gold. This guy over here has got iron. Nobody's got copper. Oh no, yeah, you've got copper. Fantastic. Copper, iron, silicon, cobalt. Who's got cobalt? I'm just trying to sort of line all the resources up in a single system to see if there's maybe one I could sit in and make a base. Now these guys, brilliantly, are quite close to the sun as well, which means they could have pretty good solar efficiency. Black desert is not where I want to live. A barren is potentially livable, or albeit not breathable. None of these planets are going to be breathable though. This guy out here is not going to be very good solar efficiency. But this is a potentially good system because I think every single type of resource, apart from things like platinum maybe, is here. But before we commit to that, let's have a look at Brodidia, which is a G-type sun, and is usually, or can support sort of life and stuff. So let's have a quick gooseberry at that before we settle on anything. Okay, so the G-type, oh dear, this looks pretty sad. First of all, SCUCH research ship here, which is good. There's a Polaris asteroid field. I'm not sure what they're doing out this far. That's a medium snow planet, so titanium is good. You're a Maya type planet. I don't think we've come across a Maya type world yet, have we? The moon has got aluminium on it at least. Iron, copper, cobalt, magnesium, Erestrum and stuff. The moons, Zirconium on the nascents. There's a crystalline. Yeah, okay. So I think between them they have sort of everything as well. Apart from maybe silicon. Of all things. I know silicon's there. Copper, iron. Okay. So a good setup shop here. It's not the best, if I'm honest. It's not the best. But there is this station here, right next to the sun. Holy crap. And if there's Polaris there, then we'd have direct access to some traders as well. And within teleport range of those other 3 suns, we could set up little remote bases around and have auto miners and stuff dotted everywhere. It could be good. Could be good. We could definitely make it work, I think. And there are definitely trade stations here, which is brilliant. That's good. You've got 3 suns right next to each other, one with a trade station. Now, that is promising. That is promising. There's still plenty of other systems around here I want to quickly check out. Bear in mind that we're actually still looking for a rocky desert. I have not seen a single one of those. And a desert oasis so that we can get our relics back. Again, not seen a single one of those either. So, I might have a little continuation of my exploration of these local systems. We've got 2 F-types, there's K-types everywhere, all potentially have those planet types on them, so yeah. Let's do a little bit of off-camera exploration, I think. And then if I can't find anything better than this, I think Brodidia, although I'm not quite sure a planet to sit down on. The only thing that doesn't have around here is like ice. There's no water source unless we set up like a water plant down on this Maya planet, assuming that's got water, right? I don't even know. But, yeah. Snow planet. What moon is that? Ice moon. Okay. Well, let's see what we can find anyway. If not, I'll see you back here in a minute. And straight away, I found myself a desert oasis planet. Yay! So I'm going to pop down there, get my relics back. Hello, looty scum. Remember me? So I wonder what happens when I put these 3 tokens in the same box together. Or maybe they need to be in my inventory. Nothing. Oh no, I need to give them to the Talon Temple first so that they can do their thingy-majiggies to it. Oh, right, okay. Yep. Excuse me, Mr. Talon person, dude. Yes, I found a relic. Thank you very much. I was happy to help. Cheers, then. Hello, Mr. Talon Moon person. Dude, can you do my... thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cheers, then. Was that a thumbs up? Love that. Okay, so I've got the Shard of the Moon, Shard of the Sun. Let me just grab Wi-Fi again. Shard of the Moon, Shard of the Sun, and Shard of the Stars. Combined. Hello? Yellow. Oh. Well, there you go. Damn. Fragment for Nation Talon Relic. There's a notches visible connect 2 other parts. Well, I'm trying to. I don't really know how to do that. Osiris could not thrive without the night. There are notches visible connect 2 other parts. Maybe I need to be on my toolbar or something, maybe. Something obscure. Like blip, blip, and blip. Nope. Damn. Well, it may be, ladies and gents, that they just do nothing at the moment. It may be that they just do bugger all. Because I know this one is a work in progress, so I didn't know at which point the progress would get to. But yeah, there we go. Well, I mean, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know in the comments. But I have all 3 shards. They are together. And that's about some of it. And I've bloody done it again, haven't I? Ah, crying out loud. I filled my bloody inventories up with liquor. God's sake! When will I learn? Why do I keep doing this? Well, boys and girls, we've got lots of booze on board, so you know, let's find a safe place to park and have a party. Well, I have found, well, I think I have found where I want to set up base. I'm thinking about setting up a space base here as a sort of central hub. The only problem with this particular area is that, well, it's kind of swimming in Xerax crap. There are gold asteroids here, though. There are copper and neodymium asteroids here, which would make very... Oh, frickin' hell, one of them had to be a Tavira, didn't it? I wanted to scout this system and just see, like, okay, is it things that I can take on, not in the Pioneer here, but maybe in, like, the Vendetta, the combat ship that I want to bring in. This would be an ideal time to bring it in, assuming I can afford it. I don't think even the Vendetta can take on a Tavira. I might need to call for some assistance to clear this space out. Now, all these patrol ships, the other question I have is, I don't know whether they respawn or not. If they're defeated, I think they're set to respawn. So the fact that this space here is actually dominated by Xerax patrols kind of limits this. This would be ideal because it's so close to the sun. The solar output would be amazing. Plus the solar system that we're in right now has got everything. And like, you know, by a lot as well. It's got it in spades, every resource. The only thing it doesn't have is ice, which is just one jump away. But I mean, I could set up a base here outside of the patrol radius of these vessels. There is a Xenu shipyard down there. I could definitely head out into space away. It's kind of annoying because it would be nice to be near these asteroids so that I could just farm them. You know, gold is quite useful. So yeah, maybe I'll just stop off and pick up this gold here because there are options. There are options here. I don't need to set up camp here. There is a temperate planet in this system, for example. There is a nice arid planet that's perhaps a little bit closer to the sun still, but it's not breathable. There's Polaris trade station sector, but that's a little bit further away from the sun still. There are options, but this one would have been ideal. Still, it might be possible to set up a space station here eventually, once they have the kind of firepower, materials and stuff in order to build something strong enough, well defended enough to make a Tavura cry. But that is going to be a long way off, I think. For now, I'm just going to pick up my gold asteroid and head back out, I think, with my tail between my legs. This is beyond my capabilities at this time. Hopefully not for long. I just need something that can take on an entire Xerax fleet, so not asking much. The second option was this. This space isn't as rich. I mean, there's no gold asteroids here, but they are literally just one jump away. We're actually closer to the sun here, in orbit around a high gravity lava world. This planet has 4.25 Gs, every resource possible for a lava planet: Erestrum, Zirconium, Sathium, Gold, Promethean. It's pretty tasty looking. Orbit has copper as well, neodymium, titanium. So it's pretty favourable. It's just, well, I was kind of hoping to set up inside an asteroid field. I suppose we're in an asteroid field of sorts here. There is a presence here, Xeraxian. I just want to do a little quick sort of lap of the planet as well to make sure that there isn't a Tavura class dreadnought around here that's going to sneak up on me as soon as I place a base starter block. But yes, this close to the sun, we should get a pretty damn good solar output. Okay, well, then I'll lap around this planet and there is nothing here that I'm scared of. So that's good. That's good. And I can position myself between these two pentaxid asteroids and that Neo asteroid that's a magnesium asteroid a little ways away. There is a Sonic class corvette here, however, that I will need to deal with and be able to deal with, you know, should it respawn regularly. I'm hoping that being out here, I'm not going to be anywhere near its patrol path and it therefore going to leave me alone. But honestly, I don't know. This is a new one for me. I've never built a space station in contested territory like this. So the idea here is that eventually I'll have a ship capable of 4G Atmo landing and lifting. That is on the cards. That is something that I will be working on soon. The idea is that I have a teleporter network set up between the various planets and bases on these planets that are housing auto miners, and then the Pioneer here will become my primary mining ship, whereas I'll actually be using my everyday ship, the Ventress, as soon as that's finished and spawned in. I also need some kind of space station here, of course, so that I can run my base of operations, park my ships here in safety, and take advantage of that beautiful, beautiful solar energy. So there's not a shortage of things to do. Yeah, that's for sure. Holy crap, I've got a lot to do. Because all my life at the moment is here in the Pioneer with Gerald and Zan and Dr. Carl. And, you know, they'll all transfer over to the Ventress when she gets here. Oh yeah, look at that. I upgraded the cargo frog, by the way. She's now combat worthy. Pulse laser turrets, railguns. Very, very schmeckshy. But yeah, I need to put this constructor to work to build base stuff. But before I build a base and place a base core and start putting blocks to it and stuff like that, I want a ready-to-go defense satellite that is capable of making a Sonic class corvette go away. So what I'm going to have to do right now is disappear off to creative mode and go and build one that I can afford, has, you know, shield capability, decent solar capacity, and enough rocket turrets to go, hey, you what? Or words to that effect. So yeah, that's the situation. Okay. Can I log out here? Can I log out in safety here, or is that Sunit going to go, ha, he's logged out, boys, let's go get him. Yeah. I don't think so, because as soon as I log out, the playfield deactivates, unless somebody else logs in and comes onto this playfield while I'm away building in creative. It should stay away, and I think I'm far enough away to not be a bother to them. In theory. Okay, well, I'm going to leave the shields on. Spotlight is off and power save can come on. And that gives me 21 hours of power at 64%. Let's go with consumables. A little bit more power there, boss. Yeah, there are trade stations in this sector as well, so I can slowly and surely sell off my liquor. Ridiculous amounts of liquor. But then bear in mind that the little amounts that I've managed to sell so far, I'm up to 1 million credits. It is a damn good seller. It makes a lot of moolah. So I think, okay, it's annoying. It takes up a huge amount of volume and stuff, but it's worth it. It's worth it, as long as you can carry it. It can make you a lot of money if you know where to sell it. Anyway, let's see what I can come up with, and hope that this thing is still here when I come back. Well, the good news is the ship is still alive. The Sunit class, whatever it is nowhere near. It's fine. I haven't aggroed them or anything like that. The bad news is the defense satellite slash towery thing that I plan on building, although not expensive in materials, you know, albeit 1,000 Erestrum Zirconium, it is expensive in bridges and matrices. 52 and 20. Now, let me have a look in my input box. I have a lot of bridges, so that's fine. I can chuck those in. What was that? 52 bridges and 20 matrices. So I can get maybe one of these satellites in, and then I'm pretty much broke, I think. 52 bridges, pop, and 20 matrices, pop, bang, done. But I want to get 2 of these badges in, because I want the extra coverage and firepower, combined firepower of 2 of the buggers. Which means if I put another one in now, defense satellite 2 factory, ooh, we need some copper, Erestrum Zirconium, we need another 52 bridges and matrices. Well, I don't need that many, and I'm hoping that the amount of gold that I got here, plus other resources, is enough to build 2 more of those and 7 more of those. So I'm going to line them up on the old constructor here. That is me plumb out of those things, which is slightly scary. I shouldn't need any more, I guess, maybe until I start needing to add CPU to the base I plan on building, but I can always go out and get more gold, because there are gold asteroids in the space that I have parked in. There's one there where we mined it a minute ago, didn't we? So yeah, it should be fine. I mean, these things, what do they cost? What do they cost to build? 5 gold ingots, large optronic, small bridges, advanced electronics, Zirconium alloy. I mean, we've got a fair old amount of Zirconium, not so much Erestrum. The smalls themselves take more gold, advanced electronics, and blah 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 blah. So we might run out of copper, is the other thing. We've got a stack and a bit. We should be fine. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, getting 2 of these towers up, this is going to be touch and go. It's going to be tight on the old resources, that's for sure. Hopefully I can do that, get them up, get them fueled, although, you know, hopefully the solar will deal with that mostly, get them armed, and then go off and mine the resources in order to then start the base. But this is where we're going to start it. Looking out over there at a Sunit class corvette, which is hopefully just going to stay over there and not bother me. Fingers crossed. So that's 1 defense satellite up and running. Good to go. 100% shields on pure solar energy. You'd hope so, being this close, and the panels being that direct to the sun. Look at that. All lights are green. 100% advanced shields are good to go, and hopefully enough guns to keep anything, you know, away from here. 20 times 50 laser charges, 240 missiles is not a lot, 750 flak is also not a lot. I'm hoping to expand that ammunition as I go. At the moment, I have another one to spawn in. The Pioneer is working on even more ammunition that I can hopefully fuel this second one with. I want the second one to be reasonably close. Not so close that it's going to be a pain in the butt, but reasonably close to the first one. I don't want to be a pain in the butt because ultimately I'm going to be trying to build between these satellites here, so I want them to be roughly on the same plane, but far enough apart that I can build a space station in between them, you know what I mean? So that's directly at the sun. We'll plop that there. I'm out of Wi-Fi, so I'm going to have to go move the Pioneer over in order to pop the fuel, not the fuel, pentaxid and ammo in there. But hopefully, you know, just leave it for a little while for the batteries to charge up initially enough so that it can get the shields charged. That's the important thing, because it doesn't have a generator, it doesn't have fuel tanks, it's pure solar. The CPU on it is so high just because of the advanced shield and just the number of guns on it. It's pure combat steel, so hopefully it should be able to take a few hits if those shields do drop, but you know, if those shields do drop, it is probably in danger. Definitely in danger. I'm hoping that just between the two of them there's enough firepower there to really kind of deter anything from coming near it. I don't know what the Sunat will do. The Sunat Corvette over there is probably not even thinking about coming over here, but I don't want to leave it a chance, because, you know, Sod's Law, or Murphy's Law as some of you call it, it will it will just come over and ruin my day if I do not put something in place to protect against the buggers. So there we go. Ammunition in. Pentaxid. We have plenty of that. In. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to wait until the battery is about 10% before I try and charge those shields. So for now, I'm just going to leave it alone. Do you know what I've forgotten on these damn things? I've forgotten Wi-Fi. I haven't put a Wi-Fi. I was just thinking, I could just Wi-Fi to them from the ship now. No, I can't. I didn't even put bloody... Oh my god. I am so rubbish at this. I did kind of rush it though. They are just two very basic, simple kind of defense towers. Right, let's slap a couple of Wi-Fis in there then, shall we? I'll probably just stick them on the outside. Are you serious? I haven't unlocked Wi-Fi. Is that a misc? Wi-Fi. Wow. Okay. Been using blueprints too much. Getting too comfy. Wi-Fi, please. 2 of them. Thank you very much. Put Wi-Fi on them, and then I'll be able to access them from the Pioneer here. Now, as for the Pioneer here, what I want this to start working on now is a new base. This is the problem. I have a fair old amount of crushed stone. I'm not sure I really want to build it out of concrete, but that is the best material and most free material to build stuff out of. I don't actually have a huge amount of iron. I have about a stack and a bit of ore up here. Although I have titanium coming out my ear holes. But that is 16 steel plate and 16 titanium plate. Hardened steel. I'll do a combination. I think I'll do a combination of concrete and hardened steel. Let's see how much hardened steel we can get out of this thing. So we need a base starter. Can my smalls upstairs do hardened steel? Because that would be useful. These guys, can you do hardened steel? You can. Absolutely heroic, sir. I need to use the consumables box because the misc box is full of alcohol. Right, work through as much of that as you can, please, sir. 1,000 blocks on you. You're working through titanium. Stop that. Don't need that right now. Can you also do 1,000 blocks, please, sir? They'll work away on some blocks for me to use. This guy, you've done the starter block. Right, now I need things like a Let's get solar panels up in here. Can I have the... Okay, so you know what? First of all, let's just go ahead and unlock absolutely everything associated with bases. Since I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, I'm going to need everything. It's going to be I don't think it's going to be a particularly pretty base because A, I'm building it in survival, and B, it's going to be built as much as I can, as and when I can. So let's start with some solar capacitors and some solar panels, and we're going to need some storage. So let's get, I don't know, like 6 container controllers and a lot of these. I don't know how many, what was it, 40 for a 320 KSU? Let's just get 200 of those. That'll do. And then we'll sort of start work on things like constructors. I want at least 2 advanced constructors to get going. We're going to need some extensions, so let's get a basic, a 2 improved. This is going to take a while to build. This is really going to take a while to build all of this stuff. We're going to need a hangar bay to store some hangar-y stuff in. So let's get hangar doors. Let's get some regular doors. All of this good stuff. Oxygen tanks. I'm hoping to run it all on solar, but probably going to need some generators at some point. I'll see how I get on before I start doing that. Yeah, I might do it depending on the solar power capabilities of this and the battery capacity. I may do a separate base to have a garden thing going on as well. So I'm hoping Biggie Alpha there. Bigger Alpha. Keep calling it Biggie, it's not. It's Bigger Alpha is strong enough to power my base and a garden all in one. We shall see. Okay, that's going to take a long old time, isn't it? Let's connect to you. Let's get the Wi-Fi's here. And let's go put some Wi-Fi's on these bad boys. I'm going to have to turn the shields off, damn it. I need to make some room in the Pioneer here. She doesn't have the storage in order to produce all the stuff that I need to produce in order to build the base. Not all at once. Anyway, I need to at least place some cargo containers down in order to fill, well, basically I just need to get rid of all the bloody liquor, basically, that's taking up all the space. Okay, so what I'm just sort of stood on the back of the ship here, up here. I've leveled the ship out using O. I can use my drone. I'm going to face directly at the sun here, so that should give me the right angle of the core. I'm going to use my drone, and I'm going to press O before I place it. Let me just sink it down a little bit here. Press O. That makes sure it's level directly with the playfield there. That means that when you're sort of bringing up ships and stuff nearby, then you know, you can press O to align the ship with the space station, as it were. It's just a little bit more useful. So, oh, it's very dark, isn't it? Can't really see much. There's the core. There's our base. Now it's a case of kind of like just building something, I guess. First of all, I think what we should do is get the solar capacitors in place. I have no idea what I'm going to build here, by the way. And you know, it's in survival, so I don't know. I'm gonna resent building it. Should I just start with a box and work my way out that way, or should I try and make it, I don't know, somewhat interesting or different? I should probably just start with a box and build up that way, shouldn't I? Okay. Well, let's put down some solar capacitors to start off with. Then a nice little solar array to get the batteries charging, I think would be a good idea. So can I get a symmetry mode? I can, just about. There we go. Yep, there we go. 12 solar capacitors. Lovely. Let's build this out here. This is nice and simple, actually, because I've got some concrete as well, because I was eating through my iron so quickly. So very quickly. Let's build this up. And then thusly down a bit as well. Concrete is not brilliant. I mean, it'll do. It'll do for now. Here's my solar panels. I can get 30 of these. On this server, we can accommodate to 30 solar panels on a base, which should be more than enough here to get this thing going. I'm not going to put 30 on straight away because ultimately I think I'm going to create several arrays. I mean, that's 12, so almost halfway through that already, that quickly. Let's build this box around here, because this is going to sort of dictate to us the size of our first structure on this space station. And I'm thinking now maybe I'll make it somewhat modular, you know, and create a sort of a production module here, and then create a hangar module that's connected via walkways or something, you know, and do it somewhat interestingly like that. I'm going to eat through a lot of blocks though, that's for sure, because that is all of my, pretty much all of my oh dear, all of my hardened steel blocks gone, done. Hope you don't miss them. Okay, well fine, let's do some storage arrays. I mean, that's what we need next, isn't it? 6 storage arrays. 1, 2, 3. Well, 6 with symmetry, and then I kind of put blocks here. I don't really need those. They kind of just used for placing the controllers initially anyway. So this is what I don't like. Survival mode. I need more. There we are. That's better. They're still building. Bless them. Right, we're going to go down a little ways. I don't want to go down all the way. I have a little bit of sort of armor around these, and then up a couple as well. And then I can't remember how many it is to get 320, but it's going to be quite a few. So that's 224. I think another 2 columns will take us up to 320. That's probably over the number we need. If I take a few off, let's take 2 off, see, does that affect it? Still 320. Another 2. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of counting how many container extensions you need, but I think actually we were only over by 2. Yep, we were over by 2. Fine. Now we know. So I can replicate that with the other ones. And we're still delivering more and more container extensions. I'm not going to be able to create all of them at the moment. I'm going to need more container extensions, and that's going to take some time to build that. Okay, so this will be storage, and then I might step it up here. So put like a nice little stair block on top of this core here, step it up onto a raised platform above these solar capacitors, where I'll put the constructors maybe. I don't know, actually, putting the constructors back there might be a bit pointless. Maybe you do something else back there and put the constructors up the front, because I want to be able to access them from docking the ship. Now, what I have in my mind right now is, see where the Pioneer is. That's where the Pioneer is going to be, inside the space station. I figure this is probably going to be a permanent resident once I get the Ventress in, because it's going to be a little mining ship that I'm going to take out when I need to go and get some resources, do runs on auto miners and stuff. Albeit, well, she won't be able to deal with the 4G planet over there unless I really retrofit her with some crazy amounts. But we're gonna do a separate ship for that. Like I say, we're gonna get a 4G lifter ship, cargo ship for that later on. At least for asteroid mining, the Pioneer is going to be ideal for me. So if I park the Pioneer in front ways facing this way, then I want to be coming out and straight into some constructors, I think. So maybe I can line the constructors up along here. Maybe 4 of them along there would be good, and then some smalls, and that would be our like entranceway into the production capacity of this base. And then back here, maybe this can be just sort of, you know, other stuff. I don't know. Non-essentials. Non-essentials. We'll see what we can live on solar-wise. Otherwise, I will need to put in things like generators and fuel tanks and stuff like that. So at the moment, that's all building. That's going to take a long time to build. Let's set this to, what should we call it? We should call it, I don't know, Outpost Epsilon maybe? It's an Epsilon system. What? It's Epsilon sector. I can't call it Alpha, can't call it Epsilon, because I think there is an Epsilon base already for the faction. I don't know, let's call it something stupid then. Let's call it Outpost. Outpost October. Outpost October. Alright, cool. Outpost October, and then we can just pop over all this damn liquor that's taking up so much space in my boxes. And are you... oh god, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? It takes up so much volume. It takes up so much volume, it's ridiculous. Anyway, there we go. It's all gone. It's all gone. I will offload that bit by bit as I can to the local trade station in this sector. Just over there, and just sell that bit by bit, and it will make some money eventually. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's going to free up lots and lots of room now on the Pioneer, so I can now get the Pioneer just working through a crap load of base components, like the blocks that I need, the extenders and stuff. It's probably going to take a while. Still going through those container extensions, which is great, which is what I need it to do. I do need another shield array, so let's get that lined up, and a pentaxid tank. We've got oxygen. We're going to need ventilators to airtight the station. Let's get maybe 5 of those, I don't know. We're going to need grow plots. We are going to need grow plots. Let's get concrete ones, because it's a base. So, I don't know, 40. Let's start with 40. Some grow lights. I'm not going to bother with furnaces just yet, but I would like a couple of furnaces on there eventually. Deconstructors as well. You know, a full sort of production suite. But it really depends. I mean, I put a furnace in there and then it tanks the solar batteries really quickly. Then I might put that off in its own solar furnace structure, just out in Wi-Fi range, and we'll do it that way instead. And I will want some guns on it. I don't think I'll put many, but we'll want some guns on it eventually as well. This is going to churn away at that for a while. Meanwhile, upstairs, the 2 smalls are working away on concrete blocks, working very quickly through that crushed stone, and we're down to 2,000 iron ingots already. That's going to finish my iron off, so I'm going to have to interrupt that. I might have to go and get out and get some more iron. Iron-wise, that is not terribly difficult. I'm trying to find iron asteroids somewhere, because they're the quickest and easiest to get. There we go. Fear has 4 iron asteroids. La has 1. Epsilon has 1. This guy's got 3. Yeah, so I mean, we could do a little run around the sector and hit up some iron asteroids and then smelt them into the ingots. Fine, no problem. I'm going to hold here though for now, just while this constructor works through this stuff, and then see if I can slap it on the base. But yeah, ladies and gents, there we are. We have picked our our beachhead, as it were. We've settled in, kind of. Going to, anyway. And we're going to set up quite a nice little manufacturing hub here, slash resourcing depot. I need to actually get some auto miners on the go as well. We have only 3 auto miner cores, which means I need to go out and loot more stuff to get more auto miner cores. Otherwise, this is kind of like a pointless endeavor, really. I can get everything, pretty much everything from asteroid mining. But what I would really like is, while I'm logged off, is, you know, a full set of beautiful auto miners just harvesting ore for me. Yeah, that's going to take a little while to get going though. Leia Britain. Xerax asteroid fields. Yeah. Cool. This is where we're going to be setting up from now on. I obviously still very much aware as well that we have missions to do. So once I have established a base and got a little bit of resource income and stuff, automation and whatnot, we will go back out and venture among the stars to complete our missions. Because I really want to do the dead missions, the Dead Worlds missions. The next part, head over to whatever that planet was. Can't remember now, but it was off in towards the starting planets again. We've still got Revenge to complete as well. We've still got the Object for 82 missions to do and find that one as well. So there's lots and lots of missions to do, and of course in the background the faction and I, we're all still working away on the progenitor gates as well, which I think we're actually very close to opening already, but I am nowhere near ready to go through there. Probably going to end up holding up the faction a little bit. Hopefully, I think if I can get maybe a Vendetta class ship ready to spawn in, then I will have something useful somewhat over the other side of the progenitor space that can shoot back and do something. But yeah, bearing in mind that I am very low on blueprints when it comes to CVs for Reforged at the moment, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.